that lumber. It looks like it can spread its legs to 4 inches. That's a nice one. Nice little water snake up in the branch. Still haven't caught any catfish, but they catch these. Just kind of got some minnow traps. Got some minnow traps with some puppy bait. Grab the minnows in the trap and then flick their heads to knock them out. Get them a hook. This will be my first try with minnows. These are little panfish and a minnow. Panfish. I had 2 other panfish, 1 each on 2 other lines. Rest his dough. Used up the last I had. 1 treble hook. 1 treble hook per line. And then some circle hooks that have a nice turn back. This is my first time, second time using them with this nice turn back. Got rid of the leaders, going with regular 30-pound line so I can snell it, because everyone that catches stuff snells it. They don't use the steel leaders. Let's see how this does. Heat index of 110 today. It's a hot one. I'm just going to tie off there and string it up, going along the bank that way. I got my other ones down yonder. This is trippy. So this is a different water snake right here. He's got himself. So I just set that last line. And going back checking my baits. So I got this hook thing, and I got a hatchet somewhere back there instead of a hammer, so I can chop up snakes. So this guy's just gonna keep trying to eat this fish. If I get him off here, he's probably just gonna try biting a different fish, another fish on the line. So I'm gonna kill this guy and use him as bait. Grab him with this and then chop him on that with my hatchet. I got the hatchet instead of the hammer just so I can chop up snakes. So didn't get that snake. The little pincher tool I had. It's too small to reach around it. Scorcher. Today is Friday though. It was the first day. Yesterday was the first day I used minnows. Gets too much boat traffic to do. Nice little jug of water. To have my lines out on the weekend, so I'm going to pull my lines, and so I haven't had any luck so far. It's definitely a lot trickier than I thought. Caught a snapping turtle and that snake, but no catfish. But yesterday was the first time doing minnows, so hopefully I'll have something. I think kind of my issue has been catfish can get the bait off of the minnow. get the bait off of the hook without actually setting the hook. Like they bite it, get the bait off, and then spit the hook out. Oh wow! I don't know how well it's showing, but that's a mother lode right there. Wow, I did not think I'd have that much luck. I had been getting panfish. I guess these are like shiners or something. This has been my favorite spot so far. Right up in these little reeds. Wow, they're splashing around a lot. So I made a trap, but it didn't really work that well. So I got this one. Wow, these guys are jumpers. I'm gonna need more water in this. I'm just gonna put them in this. So, kind of the purpose today was to check the traps to see if, or check the these are some beauties. So this has been the most productive spot. Kind of a gravel bar right here, and then these little reeds, and keeping it the minnow trap oriented. Actually, this has been the only trap that's caught fish, this spot. So I've been moving the other traps around. If I don't get any minnows when I check it, I'll go ahead and move it. So I need 16 fish to bait every hook with a minnow. And so I think my problem has been that the bait's been too soft. Hot dogs and regular paste bait. Oh, there's a guy hiding down in there. Got a couple floaters, but they're still breathing. Hard to say how well it's gonna show up. Just draining out some of that water. And then give it some fresh stuff. Wowie, wow, wow. So I'm just gonna let these guys get readjusted. So I need 16 fish to bait every hook, and it looks like I got probably like 25 or something. And I still got hot dogs, so I don't really need them. But I don't think I'll catch catfish on anything but minnows. I think I need a live bait to do this trot line. So I'm just gonna, these claps down, very nice. I got like like 10 foot of bank line and a little, this is insulator for water lines, copper lines. I just wrapped it with some black duct tape. Wow. Yeah, I thought it would be I was going to spend the next couple of hours just going back and forth from my traps. Checking the trap and then resetting it, you know, and if it didn't have anything, resetting it in a different position, different place, kind of get more minnows. It definitely seems, I'm thinking right now that my snag is not having minnows. Well, I hadn't had minnows up until that trap right there. That trap right there was just an insane score. So that's some puppy chow that I got from Walmart. I don't know about the brand or anything like that, but it came in a kind of like a heavy duty Ziploc, you know, so it'll store well, because it doesn't take much. It's a handful here, handful there. Looks like I knocked this over. So this has one minnow in it. This kind has a little door. This is a panfish trap, because panfish are pan-shaped. So this has like a tall rectangular slot for a panfish to fit through. Oh no. Okay, wait, no, there it is, okay. I thought for a second that I lost my little thing, but I forgot that I got it. Tighten down on here good. Just one minnow in that one, which is the first minnow it's actually gotten. That's kind of more or less what I would be thinking I'd be getting. These guys are looking better, but they're still breathing a lot of the oxygens. It would be an ideal time, you know, to reset the lines, but it's too much. Give them some fresh waters. Got one more trap to check. Still have a few floaters. Maybe they'll settle down. This other trap is again in an unproven spot. So I'm not a fan of this spot. Caught one minnow. But I'm also not really a fan of this trap either. And this trap was on its side. So it's kind of a lot more obvious which way to get out. Which way you go to get out. It was the way it was supposed to be oriented. Not like oriented. It was the other way though. good thing about this spot is it's a nice little backwater part of the backwater of the bay. So it's very little very little boat traffic. I've never actually seen a boat over here. But then this is like, right now I'm in 2 foot of water. There's a, that edge is a deep water well. Probably about 10 feet deep right now. I was trying out my things in there. So the problem with my bank lines. I was trying my lines in there. So I got the turtle. And I really don't want to get turtles. Granted, when it's end times and I'm doing this for food, turtle's still food. You know, I'll take it. But right now, I'm being selective. I got some frog spears, so I picked up these traps, 2 minnow traps, this panfish trap, and I picked up 2 frog spears. Well, spear heads, you know, you provide your own stick to put the spear head on. So I don't plan on spearing frogs because the frogs are too hard to find and they're too small. You know, there's no bullfrog. Or I'm sure there's bullfrogs. I hear things that sound like bullfrogs. I haven't seen one yet, so they're too few and far between to do as a food source. Carp patrol these shallows. I can get within spear throwing range, so I would like a bow instead to bow fish. That seems like I'd have a better shot of hitting it because I can't throw worth a trap. But with a bow, you know, I can figure out how to aim it and, you know, bow fish. Both are legal. You can do these things. You know, neither are against the law. You know, once you start getting into bow fishing though and spear fishing, there are, I think, maybe seasons for it. You know. So I got the spears, but I'm not using them. But you know, poop hits the fan. You know, and I'm out here. I will be using them. You know, but that would be feeding myself. Oh, and that's for spearing carp. So, you know, I go out, average run, go out, check these minnow traps, see if I got any minnows, and then check my lines and see if I got anything in my lines. And a couple little panfish. It's hard to tell because they're so floppy. So not bad, but still, I think I might do a second set. I think that was about 5. I'm gonna drain this out one last time. And give them some fresh water. Looking better. Definitely have to start giving them breathing breaks. So those are my minnow traps. Still hard to say how many I got. Definitely, probably enough to do 2 whole setups. You know, bait all of my lines twice, which is incredible, I think. Yeah, that's one of these. There's a spider walking on the camera. These things got huge fangs, and they can kind of just like glide over the water surface. Let me get this guy off the boat. Oh, jeezy. Come on, guy. I don't think they're poisonous. But they got these massive, like, crazy fangs, you know? Almost like pincher fangs. Need to get the minnows into the one trap. I may actually just keep them in this big one. No, I don't know if I'll put them in this. Yeah, I might. These guys into some fresh flowing water. Give them some food. And then check the lines, catfish lines. Oh, and roll them up for the weekend. And then Monday, I'll reset them, put them back out. You know, if I get any bites where they're at, I'll put them back there. But if I don't get a bite, I'm just gonna set them in a different location. Okay. So I'm gonna use this big trap, my panfish trap, as the live well for these, and just set it up over here, because it is bigger than my actual one. So it should work better. I'm gonna do that, and then once I get these guys situated, I'll get back to recordings. So change of plans. The bait fish were a lot more finicky about oxygen than I thought. So it looks like probably about 3/4 of them aren't gonna make it. Some of them seem to be doing good, but not much. So I went ahead and pulled the line that was furthest away. It had 3 panfish on it, and it didn't have anything. It looked like something that dragged my line around, but I still didn't manage to hook it. So that one was the furthest away. I'm gonna reset it closer. And check these other two. And just rebait these other two where they're at. But actually, I have them going across the shore. I think what I'm going to do is have them go perpendicular. So they go into the deeper water. I was really hoping that I would catch something. You know, like these fish got cartilage. So they stay on the hook, and you really got to try to get that fish down. And I would think that they would eventually set the hook. So I'm doing a mix of hooks, you know. Fishing's a lot harder than I thought. Even this way, you know, setting trot lines. You know, it almost seems like I'd have to be there with a pole. So I may end up doing something different with questionable legality to get fish. But, you know, I still want to get fish. Anyways, I'll try in different hooks. So I got size 4, size 5, size 6 circle hooks with a nice curve hook to them. I want to say size 5. So I want to say that these are, I saw one dead fish. It kind of looked like a catfish. It was decomposed to the point where there was no whiskers on it. But it had the general shape of a catfish. And it was like 18 inches, 2 foot long. So I would say like 3 pounds maybe, 4 pounds. And I saw another one, a definite catfish. You know, I'm not even sure if it was dead, you know. It just floating on the surface. So I whacked it with my paddle, and it didn't do anything like it was dead. It looked like it was partially decomposed, you know. It didn't look good. So I whacked it with a paddle, and it didn't do anything. But then like a minute later, it did a flap of its tail. So, you know, maybe it's just freshly dead, or maybe it's just reflexes or something. But again, it was like a 3 or 4 pound, like 18, 24 inch catfish. Channel cat. So I want to say that that's kind of what hangs out in this bay. All of those two are in this bay. So I don't think there's any like real big monsters. So actually what I'm going to do is, I didn't do this all the way last time. I'm not using the full line, but I'm going to use the full line just so I can get into deeper water. Bad thing about this line is it likes to get like spin built into it, so it'll get tangled up real easy. It's just like so easy to tangle. So I may be making a mess by undoing this and not winding it on something. You really need to wind it on something in order to keep it from getting tangled. Oh yeah, but I would say like size 5 or 6 hook is good. For what I got out here. Looks like it might be an egg sac of some sort. Oh, whoops. Drifting. Yeah, I had used most of it actually. I only got maybe about 5 foot out of that. Not much. So I'm going to be checking these over the weekend. To use up these dead bait fish before they get a little too funky. Funky fish is pretty funky. So I grabbed 16 of them, or I think actually 17. So this is the one that had that snake on it yesterday. Yeah, I might have a snag. Just gonna unclip these hooks. So I don't snag myself. So this is this one had 4 hooks. Oh yeah, and trebles. These trebles right here. So I got like these 4 hooks is a this looks like a 5, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6, and 1 treble. Makes up the 4 hooks on one of these 4 hook lines. And then it's just double that on one of my 8 hook lines. And you know, I was kind of trying to figure out what type of hook is the best hook. You know, and I haven't caught anything yet, so it's kind of like when I do catch one, that'll end up being the best hook. And I'll put more of those. This gives me a good size range. So I'm going to back out what's going along the shore. I'm going to go straight out into deeper water. Those buoys would be bigger, so better, but so here's the weight. And that goes 4 foot, and then a hook. So I just like to go, so I mean these got these real nice things. This looks like a number 6. I guess the problem is people use too small of hooks, but I mean I don't think I'm gonna get any. And it goes through its head, so it gets you gotta yank on it to get that fish off, so hopefully it will set the hook. keep myself from going backwards too far. I'm gonna bait another hook. So it's starting to pull out the line. This is a 4 hook. 4/0. Oh, and there's the... Yeah, this one's got a tough skull. Kind of a smaller minnow for the 4/0. Oh. A couple more going. Oh, the treble hook. Treble hook gets a little nasty. This is dirty business. So I got these really big, kind of like clips. So I'm gonna go through the gill. Kind of find my way up. They're really big, so it's easier for me to clip them open and closed. My fingers don't got much finesse. Yeah, it'd be a rough one if treble hooks ended up being the best, because these are tough to get on. Okay, there we go, finally. That one was a tricky one. Well, I kind of got like one of the trebles in the fish's head and the other two sticking out. So that seems like a catfish grabbing that minnow would definitely hook itself. I mean, seems like a sweet way to hook. Okay, got one more to do. This is a small hook, so I'm gonna go with a small minnow. So, maybe this is a 4. Oh, yeah, in theory it's equal, but that got mixed up, so it's not. Clean my hands a little. I gotta open this up. The small swivels are hard to, swivel clips are hard to open. So there's the tree I'm tied to. And this is a mud flat, so I mean there really is no actual deep end. Okay, we're tight. That's my treble. You can kind of see how it's just spinning. That line was just spinning up. And here's normal. So I've got the weight in my hand. I'm gonna go back to the center of the lake. Okay, I'm just gonna drop it. So it's stretched out there to there. Instead of going from there along the shore, just going straight into the deeper waters. So I'm gonna do this last line. I'll probably call that a video. It's getting long. So, I mean, it seems like probably 1 in 3 to 5 fish should catch something doing it this way. So this will be 16 hooks. So, you know, it would have been nice getting something on this yesterday's load. Yeah, this one's already fully unwound, so I'm just gonna leave it. It would have been nice getting something on yesterday's. I'm gonna move this one out into the middle of the lake as well. Get on my boot. So the first thing on this line is a weight. So I can't really hook myself. And if I did accidentally hook myself, it would be in the boot. So really not bad. So this is another 4 hooker. So once I get to that weight, I know to start being careful. So I saw that snake when I was double checking my lines after I set them. Double checked them. That was the treble. And this line right here already had like 2 of its dough baits eaten. You know, just over the course of, I don't know, 30 minutes setting those lines. So either that dough bait just falls right off real easy, or something eats it. Oh, a lot. Oh, Daisy. Okay, there we go. Yep, they're all gone. So, fishing with a pole, it'd probably be like dusk or something that I should do it. And that's the coyotes' time, dusk. And I really don't want to interfere with them. So I'm just gonna give these two lines right here, these spots, one more try. If I don't catch anything this go around, I'll put the line on that side. Okay. I'll switch spots. But really, those buoys are just too far out there. So this is high water level. It looks like they may be starting to drop the water level, but they haven't yet. I'm kind of on the bad side. Well, this one's going to be hard to see. I got some hooks already prepped. Just use those. Big old guy. Let's go this way. Treble. Yeah, the coyotes do their thing. I do my thing. And we stay out of each other's way. If I start fishing at night, that'll be kind of just asking for run-ins with the coyotes. And that's my drinking time. Okay. Just pull this line tight. So I'm gonna set this last line, come back, check these, check the one, you know, just in case I get a quick bite. I probably won't, but it'd suck to have one that soon and not get it while I'm out here. So I might as well check. And I'm gonna do the minnows. Separate the ones that are dead. You know, get a final tally on the living and the dead. Separate the dead ones so the living ones can, you know, sit there in peace, you know. Yeah, that's it for this video. No luck.